It said, "Be real, that's the wrong channel. You want an Xbox channel for the showcase?" Can you hear me? Like what? What the hell is this? Hold on. He says, why'd you start so early? You must be on Marine time. Yes. 5 to 15 minutes early. Plus, I had to make sure this system is working. It's been giving me issues. You know how it is with technology, man. I had to plug it, unplug some things, and plug it back up. And let me know if you can hear me, man. If you're still there. I mean, they could have chose something else to put up here besides this. This is... Oh, my goodness. Just imagine being locked up and this is all you hear. He said, just ask Chat GPT for advice. Dude, the AI technology that I saw, I mean, some of the videos that I saw this morning was just mind-blowing, man. AI technology right now is getting even scarier. And that's something that we definitely need to talk about, because this Google VO3 is mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing, man. It's amazing what the human mind can create, man. It's just it's something totally different, out of this world. Let me know if I need to turn this down, man. It seems a little loud on this end. Hold on. Need to bring back the old school Windows.
I care that the colony is in disarray.
That sounds loud.
We didn't come to Arcadia to get bogged down in pointless warfare. We came to spread freedom and liberate resources for profit. But this pesky Earth Directorate agent is mucking things up. They're not alone in doing so. And they think they can just choose how things play out. They could stop us from stealing the Protectorate's washing technology, which we need to improve our market share. What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs? That could be the key to closing.
That's what this is? Outer Worlds 2?
So you see why this menace must be.
I don't know why my greens are showing up like this. I checked the settings. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask Chat GPT to help me out with this, man. It's never happened before.
Now, let's get out there and buy our way to victory.
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and breath.
He says, "Why am I here?" Yeah, this is the Xbox showcase. I mean, the games are probably gonna come to PlayStation anyway.
Every last bit that I save is intended for you.
I'm pretty sure this is coming to PlayStation eventually, if not day one.
The cost may be high. One day, I know you'll be
Just ask Chat GPT how to turn 10K into a milli in a month. Turn that down a little bit more.
An adventure made for capitalism by capitalism. Inflate our impressions and egos by staying tuned after the showcase.
Ooh, world premiere.
Babe, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, fix everything. You man's a pro.
Woo! What is this? Let me see if I can fix this, because this is... Let's go to... I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it.
Yeah, humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
What in the living... What in the living world? Oh, High on Life? 2? I would have never guessed that.
World premiere.
See the colors coming in hot, jacked up. You really must be on marine time. It should be fixed now. Does it look better? Let me know if that looks better. Is this Wonder Woman? What is this? It still look bad? Residents. Whoa, wait, what? Xbox handheld? No. They are showing the Xbox handheld already? Oh my goodness, they are not. Oh, okay. I was getting ready to say, wait a minute. I was like, no way they showing it this early. Okay, yeah, this is... ROG Xbox LIX.
At Xbox,
This is the
we strive to be
handheld?
player first. And that's what you've seen from us over the years. We've led the industry with backward compatibility. We championed crossplay and cross progression. We delivered Game Pass, first on console, then on PC, and with cloud gaming. So what's next? How can we give you even more freedom, more choice, more ways to play? Our next step is to unify your gaming no matter where you buy or play. So we're building an Xbox experience designed for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device. The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands, bringing together the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows.
Wait a
On
minute, this
Xbox,
cannot
you
be
can
the
play games across
handheld
your
you guys
entire
been working on
library,
the whole time.
including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect. And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year. In fact, every new game you see in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally. We have always wanted you to have the unique experience of Xbox on any screen. That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere. Whether you're playing on console, PC, smart TV, or any Windows handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library, progression,
So
friends,
you guys can
achievements.
collab
Over
with
1,000
ROG Ally to
Xbox
make
Play
a
Anywhere games
Xbox
on Xbox today.
handheld.
And every new game you see in today's show, from our partners and our studios, is Xbox Play Anywhere. And because it's Xbox, you can always have access to Game Pass, with a diverse lineup of games from the biggest franchises to critically acclaimed indie hits. This is the freedom we believe players should have. Any game, anywhere. And we are giving it our all every day to make this vision real. But it all comes back to the games. From Dead to Rights on the original Xbox to Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time. We both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that. From Rebel Wolf Studio.
Man, that
This is a
handheld is gonna
story-rich
be
action RPG
expensive.
steeped in dark fantasy that I can't wait for you to explore. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
A ROG Xbox LIX. Isn't that okay? All right. Okay.
Monsters have always been here,
Oh, this is that vampire game.
watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives, but we should have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead. Their worst nightmare. A Dawnwalker. Trapped between the two worlds. Fighting to even the score.
Hey, the Thinker, I'm not sure if you played a Plague Tale, but apparently there's a rumor that there's gonna be another one shown here, a new one. It's not just on Xbox. Well, release date coming 2026. No, I didn't see it. I must have missed it.
World premiere.
Nah, I missed it. That was a playtale? I mean, what is this? This is, oh man. Super Meat Boy 3D. Super Meat Boy 3D.
Watch your back, Yakumo.
Oh.
You're a wanted criminal now.
I'll kill the Dark Dragon myself.
Ninja Gaiden 4.
My duty as a Raven Ninja.
Breaking the Dark Dragon free has its consequences.
This is it.
Sayori,
Ryu, there's something I need your help with.
Oh, I am going to enjoy this. Oh my. Let's go. This looks amazing.
The Dark Dragon is mine.
Oh, the Dark Dragon. Oh, they're bringing it back in this one. I thought the Dark Dragon blade was destroyed.
here we go.
Good luck, Gildy.
What are you doing, Jones? Are you crazy?
Wow. Here you go.
This is
Here you
where
go,
it
Thinker.
starts.
DLC.
Beneath the streets of Rome. Enter the city of Antioch. Find a secret relic. Bring it back.
No, I don't even think they're doing exclusives anymore. I think the
The secret.
red tape has been cut.
They worshipped. the
That's why you don't
giants.
see anything that stakes exclusives. So I'm going to assume everything is coming at PlayStation. Giants? See, I'm almost done with Shadows, so I can jump on this. Coming September 4th. Okay.
World premiere.
Yeah, I think it's been like a year or two since they said, hey, exclusives are Pretty much no more Xbox. Well, they may have one or two. If it doesn't say exclusive, then it's not exclusive. Oh no, they copied it has a Ken of Bridge of Spirits vibe to it. It looks good though. And definitely something I would play. Okay. Yep. I believe Halo and Gears are coming to PS5. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for during this showcase if we get Phantom Blade. But I think that's a PlayStation exclusive. Or it's a time exclusive. Cause I don't remember if it's coming to Xbox or not.
Life here ain't for the soft-hearted. You will be paying me
This looks like that Clockworks game.
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
And as sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep.
This looks good though. I would play this.
Has been a crime. Justice itself has been affronted. I have been baffled.
Lord Griswick. Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill?
I mean, it's more like a theatrical movie, you know,
We can't arrest and question
to me,
everyone.
rather than a
Let's see
game.
if we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
I think Sony is gearing up for a showcase. I think they're waiting to see what Xbox is showing today, and we'll probably get a showcase later this year.
Was very quick, agile to go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
He peed on himself?
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I say I'm touchy! There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
I'll hurt you, you fucking meat sack! I'll leave you with a pissing pan of peaches!
You've either got a gang in your
Oh
back
man, that's funny.
or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order.
They keep power.
Takes this thing.
I'm starting to wonder if this is a movie or a freaking video game.
They just want us beaten, broken, and too scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him.
That's why it pays to be clever and well armed. Let's go and end a few arguments. Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time. And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time. Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened. We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past to change the future. And let me tell you, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
Now let me alone and piss off!
Oh man, that's funny.
Our creative teams are dedicated to bringing players award-winning, record-breaking,
Booty.
critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision, Doom, The Dark Ages from Bethesda, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard, and Avowed from Xbox Game Studios. All of our teams across Xbox First Party are shipping their most played games ever, and they're also delivering more content than ever before. From original single player
we've heard this
experiences
before,
to
dude.
vast online worlds, our teams are empowered to build the games
Let's show the
they've
games.
always dreamed of. We want our players to have the choice and flexibility of where and how they play the games our teams make. So of course, our games will be available day one in Game Pass, and every new game we make for both Xbox consoles and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere. On behalf of our creative teams, thank you. These experiences don't stop when you put down the controller. As you've seen in recent years, more and more of our characters, stories, and worlds are expanding to brand new audiences through TV and film. A Minecraft movie and the Fallout TV series broke records and brought millions of players into the game. We have more projects in the works as gaming continues to influence film and television like never before. When it comes to growing new franchises, Obsidian is having a year like no other. From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed to the upcoming release of The Outer Worlds 2 this October. Obsidian is always delivering great games, and they have a third game launching this year. You'll get to go deeper on it in our Direct, but until then, let's take a look.
World premiere.
I told you, you can't run from me, you foul beast! With new flexible legs, the yoke girth action figure can ride anything!
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical Technologies was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts are also unknown.
You gotta keep them separated.
Oh, this is that, what do you mean, a part 2? Oh, I forgot the name of the game. Wow. Next month. Good for them.
The predecessor, ND3500, reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area is highly unusual. They become exceptionally aggressive.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
Dead Space 2 remake. No, this is that one game. Chronos, yeah.
They seem to act more consistently. In coordination.
Has Dead Space written all over it.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Such is our calling. Such is our calling.
Coming to PS5. Where's Fable?
Station control, we're falling! Thomas, the ship's breaking apart! There's no time! Evacuate! Now! Thomas, come in!
Aria, you said.
Trying to survive.
Thomas, wherever you are, I'll find you.
Okay. Oh, look, here I am. PlayStation 5.
World premiere.
Hey, Xbox got a lot of world premieres.
Welcome to England, Mr. David. I know this must be a shock, having never met your real father, but he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your family for generations, much like the caretaker. He's a little eccentric. You'll see.
Let me welcome you to the Grand, a hotel famous across the land. Every room used to be in such high demand. Your wish I'll command.
Oh my goodness, yo, this is crazy.
It looks like you're about to do some renovations. Would you like some help with that?
So, my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel. He was helping the entire village. You have his power tools. You know, you could pick up where he left off. You seem like a good man, like he was.
Yeah, this had to be done by AI.
They don't suspect a thing. Just make sure the locals don't get wind of what you're really up to. Because if they find out, they will wicker man your ass.
You keep looking into things, and things are gonna start looking bad. Don't make the same mistake your father made. In this place, the only one you can really trust is me.
Okay.
There are as many gods in the world as there are stars in the heavens, and when we need their help, they send us a hero. Who would have guessed the defender of my homeland would be my daughter?
She unlocked the heavenly spear. But is she worthy?
You can't rule if the heavenly spear is mine.
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가?
Wait a minute. Splinter Cell?
그렇게 믿고 있거나
No.
믿고 싶을 뿐.
Oh no, this is a Korean film. This looks amazing. Show some gameplay. Wow. Splinter Cell? It reminds me of Splinter Cell.
당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가?
Yeah, this has gotta be Splinter Cell, dude.
당신의 분노를 이용한다.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
지정태. 지정태.
Mudane 2 Hearts. PS5. Okay, that looks good. Holy
World
cow.
premiere.
E ora Olaien lo ite fatimi. Novo. Te che maite mana. Muite unanite waiora. Dia. Novo tu alibemo iwalotaname. Ona otalima di efemo. Te onami. Toma tu accalio, terali.
Oh, it's coming to everything. What's this?
Well, hello there.
Fallout?
Beautiful day to relax by the old fishing hole, wouldn't you say? When it comes to fishing,
Never mind.
Appalachia is a land of swim with opportunity. Yes, you'll find fish
Never
of all
mind.
flavors in every walk of waterway, from its mightiest of rivers to
This is
its
what they were
humblest of
showing
ponds.
earlier before the show started.
Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel in the rewards. What do you got on there, Jed? Worms. And how are they biting today?
See for yourself.
Bagging the big fish starts with finding the right tools for the job. There are as many unique combinations of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish in the sea. And when you've caught your fill, pop over to the local tackle shop to swap fish tails. Can you smell that? No matter what troubles plague the future wastelands of Appalachia, you can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this. You just gotta know where to look. Vault Life is your ticket to easy living. Design and build your own little slice of paradise. A place to show off all the bits and bobs you collect in your travels. Got a green thumb? Plant your own peaceful vegetable garden. And nothing warms the heart like a neighborhood cookout. Ah, community makes a wasteland a waste home. Join today, and tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
The Fallout. I mean, it had every vibe of Fallout, so I was like, yeah, it's
World premiere.
Fallout. Not die.
World premiere.
what's up everyone? It's Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I just want to say thanks to everyone for all the love and support we've seen since we announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 a few months ago. These games have changed my life, but more than that, I've seen them help spread a love and appreciation for skating all over the world, and that means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience the game. It's been rebuilt with so much care and attention to detail, with some brand new parks, new music, new skaters, and more. And you can enjoy it all with your friends with up to 8 players in multiplayer. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more surprises to come. Check out the launch trailer now.
World premiere.
Oh, Gears. Coming to PlayStation 5. This is man, which one is this? that changed gaming forever.
Look who decided to show up.
You think you can still find your way back home, Phoenix?
Looks like they upgraded. How's your baby? Let's do this. This is gonna be awesome.
Oh, August. Okay.
World premiere.
Jeez.
The Smugglers League is always there. But you won't see us. You won't hear us. And the only way you'd ever know it is if that's what we wanted. As smugglers, we deal in the goods others are afraid to handle. Guns,
I mean, what's going on with Rare, man? They can't make anything else.
It's a life of danger like no other. So I guess my question is, can you handle that?
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but you should know that this is what we're really after. The bigger the room, the better. Smugglers need to be adaptable. It's more than moving under moonlight and shadows. You should be ready to take advantage of others' misfortune. Stealing, of course, is always an option. Just do whatever it takes to get the job done. You are pirates, after all.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League. You're paying for that.
World premiere.
Oh, snap. It better be something then.
This is ridiculous. Please, come on.
Had enough yet?
No, Dad, not even
Oh,
close.
this is
had to do this. Accept our rule or die.
I'd like to propose a third option.
I'm not your son anymore. I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good. I trusted you.
Need a hand? Might want to look up.
Yeah, you like this? It's an army.
I am ending you. I see it all now.
Wow. They are just now getting this game? It's too late. Holy freaking cow, man. Look, we already done platinum this game. This game is done and finished. Wow. They just not getting this game? We already done platinum this game. Oh my goodness. Wow. And you know the Xbox fanboys are gonna be like, yeah, finally. Like, dude. Good for you guys and gals. Done platinum both of these games and put them on the shelf.
Cannot endure a second claim upon her being, but she may be saved by you.
Wow! How's Final Fantasy 16 available today, but the remake of Final Fantasy 7 doesn't? Okay, alright. Have fun.
World premiere.
What in the world's going on, man? They finally getting these games. I would at least do in Rebirth. Like, come on. Oh man, you can't make this up. So you went from that to this? PlayStation said, well, nah, we don't want that.
Games like Psychonauts 2 showed how Double Fine excels at creating unique and innovative experiences.
Dang, Phil Spencer,
and
man,
Keeper is no
you
exception.
done lost weight, man.
Looking ahead,
You okay?
next year marks 25 years of Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and
So this showcase is
franchises
coming
that
to an
you helped
end.
build and make popular. We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe. Creators like In Exile, reaching for new heights with Clockwork Revolution. Sluggerfly, making Team Meat's modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix, bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players. And Team Ninja, returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release, our Xbox.
So it
Now
is a
ID,
handheld. I'm like,
which lets you bring
what?
your Xbox experience and your library with you anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our partners and our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you.
Stop lying.
We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year. Immediately after Showcase, our Direct begins, where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look at the Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2. Thanks for joining us today. But before we get into the Direct, we have a final world premiere. Enjoy.
It better be Fable.
World premiere.
Nah, it wouldn't be Fable, would it? It's a world premiere, so.
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me. You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope
this is,
of our mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
This looks like,
For too long,
here's the AI
we have
technology.
been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow, now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life, reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm Emma Kagan, CEO of the Guild.
Fear is a powerful thing. David Mason. Menendez.
Black Ops 7? Oh, they brought this. Well, that's zombies. Damn, they just came out with 6. So. Damn. Okay. Whatever. Wow.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. We here at the studio have joked around that this has been the year of Obsidian, with Avowed releasing early this year and now ending the year with 2 more games. And what better way to cap this incredible year for us than by doing what our studio does best, sequels.
That's where I come in. You can get out of here, Fergus. Thank you so much. No, you're doing great. You nailed it. The sequel is the lifeblood of every great franchise. Think about it. The original creates the world and builds fandom, but the sequel, that's what makes it worth remembering. No sequel, no hoverboard. No sequel, no dual SMGs. No sequel, no raccoon tail. No sequel, no Zune 2. Which doesn't really exist, but I wish it had.
There was a Zune 2.
There was? There was a Zune 2? I'm Mark, the head of sequels here at Obsidian, and I have sequelized everything. Blockbuster movies to AAA video games to my first marriage, so trust me, I know what I'm doing. Come along on this journey with me. Part 2.
Let the killing commence.
The Outer Worlds 2 is a sequel to The Outer Worlds 1. It's a continuation of the themes of robber barons in space and how people are controlled by the stories they're told by the people who have power over them. This time we're able to go a lot deeper because we have more time and money, which is a great thing, and we're able to make it a much more true Obsidian reactive RPG than we were the first time around. So we're going deeper and more complex with everything for this sequel. Deeper story, lore, RPG interactions, reactivity, all the things we've been known for as a company. It's really a complete realization of everything people want from an Obsidian game. Surprisingly, this is the first time in over 25 years that I've had the chance to do a full sequel for a world that I helped co-create. It's really just a fantastic opportunity to explore and expand the universe in interesting ways, and to go even further with the themes of how people are affected by living in a dystopian corporate reality.
You can shoot your way through it, you can talk your way through it, you can sneak your way through it. And so no matter what kind of playstyle that you like, this is just an awesome franchise and an awesome game to jump into, even if it's your first one.
The first Outer Worlds was a great base to start from, as it has all the elements of a great Obsidian RPG. Interesting characters, deep worlds, important choices. In the Outer Worlds 2, not only did we want to double down on those elements, but we wanted to give players even more of it.
We've also put a lot of investment into skills and traits that impact things like combat, conversations, and areas that we call RPG interactions, which are the part of the world where players can use their specific skills, perks, and backgrounds to solve problems in unique ways in our new, bigger worlds.
I love a deep RPG experience, and building out that RPG crunchiness for our players was at the forefront of what we set out to create. We prioritize those deeper RPG options with different character builds and combos so players can express their role-playing power fantasies. We also have different equipment options for different playstyles and different companions with different abilities. In the first Outer Worlds, you start off as the Stranger, which was basically a blank slate to build on top of with various attribute points that would begin to define your personal experience in the game. You can make any kind of character you want, but we've given you a role. That role is an Earth Directorate agent. You can think of them as kind of like space cowboys or space sky marshals. They're the good guys that go into places and kind of fix everything that's wrong. You're going to be one of those. But we don't tell you why you joined the Art Directorate. There could have been a lot of different reasons, right? It could have been because you're an actual lawbringer and you want to go in there and spread law throughout the galaxy. It could be that you're a roustabout and you just had nothing better to do. After you pick your background, one of the really important choices you have next is choosing your traits. While we had attributes in the first Outer Worlds, we've leaned into traits for the Outer Worlds too, which are these big changes to your character depending on which ones you pick. So it could be something like Brilliant, where you can tag extra skills and you start getting extra skill points. And that's obviously really great if that's how you want to build your character. You can also go and do something like Lucky, where you get extra critical chance and you also get a lot of really cool options throughout the game as well. Of course, we brought back Dumb, so players love the Dumb option.
Tell me, do you believe in signs? Not quite what I meant, but I like your contempt for boundaries. I could put your adventurous spirit to good use.
And you get like lots of really cool, fun conversation options in the game, but we took that even further. And again, there's lots of elements in the game where you can be dumb and use that for something. It could be something as simple as banging on a machine to get it to work. After you've invested in some of your traits, your next choices are going to be choosing your skills. The skills themselves basically allow you to build on your playstyle and what your character is doing in the game. That will be everything from playing stealthily to speccing for an explosive specialty. Throughout your entire journey, your character continues to change with the different choices you make. In the Outer Worlds 1, we actually had more skills than we have, so we condensed them down to really the core and essence of what we really wanted there, but we made each point that you put into a skill much more impactful. So instead of getting small percentage changes, we actually did much larger changes per point that you put into each skill. And again, all these things, because of how they're checked inside the world itself, can matter quite a bit. You know, just even having one additional skill point in something can open up a lot more options in the world itself. If anybody's played Fallout New Vegas, they'll be very familiar with like the perk system. We basically borrowed that, but went even grander. We actually have more perks than Fallout New Vegas did. But here's the cool thing, right? We check and use perks for literally everything, right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a stealthy build that steals stuff and is really good at that. Okay, great. Well, you can take maybe the pickpocketing perk. So that's not available to everybody, but if you select that, now you can actually go around and steal things out of people's pockets. There's another perk called heavy-handed, right? Where say you're a melee person, what this does is now your power attacks that you use actually knock people down.
Oh man, I really like the serial killer perk. As you start killing people, they will drop hearts. And you can take those hearts, and essentially you're taking these trophies, you could say, and it's actually giving you a permanent health bonus every time you do it. We have this perk called Assassin. Now, this is an early game perk that you can take, which every time you stealth attack an enemy, you're actually going to get a movement bonus for a certain amount of time.
Flaws were a system that everybody loved from the first game, but we wanted to make it more personal to the player. We wanted it to really reflect how you were playing the game and give you a bonus that you actually wanted to really engage with.
With the flaw system returning, we knew we needed to go bigger, better, and more real than ever before. So, we turned to the team. And I told them, no bad ideas. Give me what you got. Okay, we need more flaws. We need them to be real. I want to put them in the game, so give me something. Inspiration. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I have bad knees.
You got bad knees? They hurt when you walk a lot?
Yes.
When you walk too much, they hurt?
No cartilage.
Sounds boring. Makes you sound like a boring person, but it's in the game.
No.
It's a good flaw. What about you?
I like to take small things sometimes.
So you're stealing?
No, I'm taking.
When do you give them back?
I don't.
Claire? You shouldn't be stealing. What are you doing? You shouldn't be stealing, Claire.
Tiny crimes.
Tiny crimes? Do you hear the second part, though? It's a crime.
Well,
You're stealing. Claire, that's wrong. You can't steal things, okay? But it's an amazing flaw, and I'm putting it in the game. But you're a bad person. And are you the one that took my stapler?
Do you need it?
Yeah. Give it back.
Okay.
Please. You, what do we got? Flaw.
I like to stare at the sun.
How long did you stare at the sun?
Just lunch break.
An hour?
Oh, I only get 30. You guys get an hour?
An hour.
Oh. Makes you feel energized.
How many fingers will hold up?
3?
No. Anything else? We'll put it in the game. We'll put it in the game because I feel bad for you. Anything else?
One of my favorite flaws is something called bad knees. It will actually give you the option to take this flaw that'll make it so that you move faster throughout the game. But the problem is, anytime you stand up, your knees are going to make a loud popping noise that makes it so that, well, everyone around you is going to hear you.
There's one called Kleptomaniac. This is really interesting because what it does is when you steal something, you can actually sell it for more bits than normal. And like that sounds really great. The drawback is sometimes when you're looking at things in the world that are owned by somebody else, you'll automatically steal them. So you have to be very careful about how you use them.
One of our more wacky perks is the Sun Gazer Flaw, and it just gives everyone cataracts while playing their game. So everything becomes like light shafts and blooms and hazes, and makes the game pretty unplayable if you happen to choose that perk.
If you happen to be the type of player that habitually reloads your weapons like I do, well, you'll be offered the flaw of over-prepared. Now, you'll get larger magazine sizes on all of your weapons, but if you ever fully empty your magazine, you're going to take a debuff for a while. While we support options like being a gunslinger who wants to key into destructive weapons, or a rogue who wants to alpha strike their enemies before they know what hit them, we also allow for a lot of fun and experimental builds. You can be a mad scientist who utilizes gadgets and wacky science weapons and armors, or even a psychopath who gains permanent bonuses to health by murdering their friends.
Nothing shows the impact of these character build options better than, in my opinion, the bridge area, which has a quest you get early on in Paradise Island. Not only do you kind of encounter this very early, and it's a very core one to the story, but it really expresses our philosophy of allowing the player to solve problems in a bunch of ways. So you may solve it by, speech options. You may talk to them and maybe have to go do a quest for them and really kind of prove that you're a friend of the Protectorate to get by.
I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate.
You could go guns blazing, and you could just take everyone out inside the POI, lower the bridge itself, and kind of get across. You could sneak in, lower the bridge, and then actually sneak in under the bridge to get over to the other side. You can bypass the bridge entirely if you found like certain gadgets, like the shield gadget that protects you from poison gas as you go across, or the double jump boots, which kind of allow you to jump across the chasm and get across that way. There's even a really kind of messed up way, right, which is players can actually sacrifice one of their companions. The companion who they just found is part of.
We're no different than the breeze if we start tossing our own to the rats. I sure as law ain't gonna follow someone who can't see the wrong in it.
I must admit I'm surprised we could come to an understanding. But I thank you for your loyalty, stranger. As promised, you shall have clearance to cross this bridge.
It's such a fun quest, but again, it really showcases that we want you to be able to solve this in whatever way you want to. When you build your character your way, we're there for you. We really want you to have the experience that you want to have out of this.
From the very beginning of our discussions about the Outer Worlds, we really knew we wanted every game to take place in a different colony. This lets us expand on all aspects of the universe. Every colony can be its own thing with its own flavor, and we can center them around anything we want. Any ideas or setting we're interested in. Arcadia is an isolated colony with abundant resources, and it's run by an authoritarian faction called the Protectorate. Their dictatorship is thematically based around the question of how much freedom people will give up for security and luxury. For Protectorate subjects, unfortunately, that answer is everything. The Protectorate is also incredibly wealthy because it was founded by the inventor of the skip drives, which are the Outer World's faster-than-light engines. But those skip drives are starting to cause rifts in space-time, which are cutting off all the other colonies on Earth from being able to trade with each other. The Order of the Ascendant is an offshoot of the Order of Scientific Inquiry from the original game, and like them are a science-based religion with the same goal of solving the universal equation, which will allow them to predict and alter the future to the benefit of all mankind. They used to be part of the Protectorate, but they split off to focus on solving the equation for the good of everyone, not as a way to simply control the masses. The player's been sent to Arcadia as an Earth Directorate agent to find out how the skip drives are causing the rifts and what can be done to stop them. Each of the factions have their own solutions to the rift problem and their own goals. The Protectorate wants to close them to protect their legacy as the inventor of the drives and their wealth. The Order wants to close them not only for the good of everyone, but also because they're complicating the math they're using to solve the universal equation. And Antes just wants to be able to open and close them at will to control all the trade routes between the colonies. In addition to expanding the themes and lore of the Outer Worlds, we're also expanding the humor, so each faction has its own flavor of absurdity. Anti's Choice is a merger between Anti-Cleo and Spacer's Choice from the original game, and there are corporate representatives in the Outer Worlds too. They've invaded Arcadia to liberate their resources for all of humanity, at a profit, of course.
One of my favorite things from Fallout New Vegas is the radio system. It was just iconic for me, and I wanted to make sure that the Outer Worlds 2 had that. So we actually built out 3 different radio stations, one for each of the major factions. You also have a ton of music. Each station might have, like, I think 20 tracks of unique music that we've made for it. It's a lot of stuff. But the really cool part about this entire thing is that we actually put a lot of reactivity into the radio. So it will respond to the things that are going on around the world that you've been interacting with. So if you go into a location, let's say you solve a problem for the Protectorate folks, if you listen to the Protectorate radio station, they're going to be cheering you on as a hero.
Wonderful news, everyone. The Zeranium gas leaks at the Automech repair facility, strongly believed to be caused by Anti's Choice malefactors, have been corrected.
Some hotshot for hire just managed to fix the electrum leak in their repair facility. Now, I'm not saying we caused it in the first place, but we sure like the idea of all those broken automechanicals and all the excessive gasping and choking involved.
The factions and companions are great examples of how we're going deeper and more complex this time around. They're integrated into the game's storyline much more than we did on the first Outer Worlds, and like with everything else in the game, they have a lot more reactivity. There are 6 companions in the Outer Worlds too. As usual, each has their own quest lines, but this time they are also connected to a different faction and have character arcs that the player can affect through their choices. Your first companion is Niles. He's another Earth Directorate agent like you, and he's looking for your help to decide whether he wants to become an even better agent or to turn his back on the Earth Directorate completely. There's also a somewhat cute Automech support drone that is basically Niles' helper. Her name is Val. Marisol's part of the Order of the Ascendant, and she's an aging but still deadly assassin. That's right, she's a deadly mathematician who may or may not have some unfinished business to attend to with the player's help. There's also a cultist named Azza who is part of a sub-faction that worships the rifts, and in her case, violence in general. You can choose to either turn her away from overt violence or support her chaotic and
PE, what's up, man?
At one time,
Oh my goodness, man, it's good to see you too, man.
More formidable. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work, and most of them are now dead.
Where you
There's
been?
a combat medic who survived, however,
Or
named Inez.
should be
She
the
wants
other
player
way
to help her
around
fix
too,
her
right?
raft, among other things. Finally, there's Tristan. He's a Protectorate Arbiter who is judge, jury, and executioner all rolled into one heavily armored package. It is your choice to either help him judge wrongdoers
Man, how have you
or
been?
show him what true justice looks like.
We definitely have reactivity in the game based on how you've been treating your companions. I won't reveal the end of the game, but let's say if you have not been treating them well, you will find out at the end of the game what that means.
Yeah, this is really me,
Companions are a
man.
very, very
Is it really
important
you?
of merchandising, because that's the real beauty of the sequel. We're talking merch, baby. It is the lifeblood. It is what fuels us. Do you want to see some of my ideas? Hop, hop. Check this out. Gen Alpha loves body pillows, especially ones that look like human beings for some reason, right? Who needs a significant other when you can have a knife-wielding space psycho up in your sheets, huh?
Yeah,
What do they do with them when they get them, huh? Maybe a little napping, maybe a little snuggling, maybe a little...
Life, man.
Nah.
Life. You know, so much is going on
Visuals
here. I'm
of
pretty
the
sure you
first
are
Outer Worlds
aware.
depicted a frontier colony in space.
So I had to
The
make
Outer
some
Worlds
changes
2 is driven
myself.
by an invasion of the Arcadia colony system by Anti's Choice, which shifts the visuals to be more reminiscent of a World War
Yeah, I
I-like
mean,
setting in
actually,
space.
we were just
That evolution is seen
we were
across
just
all
talking
aspects
about
of
you,
the game,
man.
starting with the factions. How do you militarize everything, including extreme capitalism?
But it seems
or
like
map-based
you're
scientists?
doing good, right?
In a World War I setting, war comes with propaganda.
He said his car
The
broke
sovereign
down.
uses
He
it
had
to
to,
maintain
he had to
control.
take it to the mechanic.
Anti's Choice uses it to help their bottom line. The Order just wants to show how it exists within the grand plan. We want players to feel like Arcadia is a living, breathing place scarred by a long-standing war. Fairfield, one of the first towns you encounter, was
man.
once under protectorate control.
Yeah,
It
but
has
we're
recently
good,
been
man.
taken over by Anti's Choice. They don't just occupy the town, they rebrand it with their signature
I'm gonna
style,
keep trying.
repainting buildings, posting guards, and adding propaganda-based holograms featuring Anti and the Moon Man. Showing the towns evolving after the invasion helps us push immersion for our players. One of our priorities in visually realizing the world of the Outer Worlds 2 was making sure everything is clear and recognizable from the player standpoint. We want to make sure each faction has a particular look and design. So when the player is running across these vast, different environments and landscapes, they're recognizing the motifs and visuals of who they're talking to, what they're going to be talking about, and how that progresses throughout the story. The first Outer Worlds was really about the player interfacing with corporations. And while we have that in the Outer Worlds 2, we really want to express not just the corporations, but how the player interacts with other facets of the world, like government entities or religious structures. And then we elaborate on those.
With larger environments, we wanted to encourage exploration by improving player mobility across the board. Now you can run, slide, double jump, mantle and parkour your way through all of the nooks and crannies of these worlds. It really allows the player to just explore and have fun finding really cool stuff.
We've aimed to make everything in the Outer Worlds 2 better from top to bottom. The RPG elements were the start, but that's touched our story, our art, and especially our gameplay. A good sequel is true to the original. That's first and foremost, right? Like, we all want to add in a bunch of things as you're making a sequel, right? We want to make it bigger and better in every way. That's what we were trying to do here. And I thought, we did not need this consultant. We made enough sequels. We understand how to do this. And I will say, I don't think it's been entirely successful.
I am very proud of the combat improvements we have made.
We keep playing around.
Yeah,
Elon gonna push
thanks
that
to my
button.
patented
He's gonna
combat
shut Starlink down, and we're gonna
Maybe
be
thinking to yourself,
screwed.
it can't be that good. Shush, what are you even talking about? You haven't seen it yet. Watch this. Put a helmet on, because I'm about to blow all of your minds with
Why you
my
disappointed, man?
COMBAT system, combat system. My name is Mark, I'm the head of sequels. Shall we begin? You're thinking, what's C for? C, capitalize the fact that the people loved the first game. We're gonna take those people, we're gonna make them buy the sequel, giving out pounds, pounds, pounds. Quick ones, ha, ha, not you, Dad. Here we go. What comes after C? O, optimize for player satisfaction. I am terrified of online gamers, okay? I wanna make them happy, so let's, okay? All right. Mobilize the players so they're ready for that sweet pre-order. Clap with me. Sweet. You don't have rhythm brain, just say it. Sweet.
He said, "What is wrong with them both? They just acting like grown children." Dude,
Burglarize. What is this? It's basically just finding new ways to loot dead bodies. You know what I mean? Right, Otis? Okay, well, it's a big part of the game. A, you gotta agonize about how many people are gonna be angry that we have just put so much combat into this thing and almost no romance at all. We should look at ourselves. What is wrong with us? Huh? We can't have one love story in this? How many people have been in love? Raise your hands. Raise your hand if you're in love. Okay, are you lying?
I have a wife.
Put your hand down. T.
He said, "I have a
trois.
wife."
In French, that means two. Sequel.
I think that means 3.
Okay, you're getting ahead of yourself. Come on, Claire. We're on 2. And how do we end it? Anything is possible. And we've established that we're the best there is, and there's no sequel better than us. And if I could just say one more thing, thank you very much. I know I've kind of changed the world of video games today.
For the Outer Worlds 2, we wanted to improve gunplay in every way. We focused on improving the feel of each weapon, the way a weapon snaps into ADS, the way recoil feels when firing, and how impactful our sound effects really sell the weapon's fantasy. to things like how unique reload animation can add a lot of character to each weapon. We've increased the variety of
We
weapons
look forward to
by
your
including
visit.
new weapon types, but also through a host of fun and unique weaponry. We have things like the Bourse Blaster that fires out tumors that can explode like grenades, or can even be eaten by the player for additional health. We have a weapon called Rookie's Reward that will actually level up the more you use it throughout the game. And every time it levels up, it's got fun fanfare where it's like shooting out confetti and it's got fun little setup. We have a really fun weapon called the Pop-Up Gun. It fires out ad drones that will distract your enemies with corporate ads, slogans, and jingles. While your enemies are distracted, you can focus fire on them or explode these drones for additional damage. New to the Outer Worlds 2 are throwables. So you can use frag grenades to flush out enemies, smoke grenades to camouflage and escape, distraction devices to bait enemies into a stealth attack, and even science grenades that will levitate enemies, allowing you to fire upon them while they float helplessly. And of course, science weapons are back. We have returning favorites, like the Shrink Ray. This time it's been upgraded, so you can shrink your enemy down to the size of a sprat and run over them, exploding them into bits.
The Shrink Ray, that was probably my favorite one from the first game, so we brought it into the second game. But we improved it though, so instead of
It says missing in
shrinking your enemies
action,
for a short period of time
file
and having them
permission, asked
re-expand,
around.
this time they stay shrunk, and we actually added in the ability
You
to
and
step
nobody
on them
really
and
had
start squishing
anything
and
to
kicking,
say
because
of
we
your
knew that was the
whereabouts.
player fantasy. We knew that's what everybody wanted to do. They wanted to step on the enemies. They wanted to kill
You know,
them.
that's cool,
so we made sure to
man.
double down on that stuff.
Yo, I just took it upon myself to
In addition to things like our returning favorites,
step
we also
away
have
from
some really
social
fun and
media.
unique new science weapons. One of them is called the
One of the big
Armageddon.
reasons
This one's really
why
cool because it
I didn't want to
actually shoots
support
out these masses that are like these little arms that will stick to
your boy
people or
Elon's
cover all kinds of
platforms
different
or
things,
any
and
of his
they will
anything
continue to
that's
just hit them
involving
until they
Elon.
get destroyed. And we have another one
What him
that's
and his
just super cool called
team
the
was
Spectrum
doing.
Dance Saber. This is a melee weapon that actually lets you
Oh, he said,
attack
yep,
to a
and Trump got
musical
weed
beat.
and
if you continue to
and
do
he
that,
loved my
you'll
stuff.
actually get additional bonuses each hit you do. One of my personal favorite weapons is called the Big Bang. It's just a big freaking gun that uses material harvested from rifts to shoot out a giant ball of energy, vaporizing everything in its path. Now, ammo's extremely rare for this weapon, but you can use it in just the right situation to devastating effects.
Like another great one is Gary. If you wear Gary, he will lash out at your opponents as you're walking through combat. So we even have science armors, and we've really kind of shown off.
But what about you, man?
What we thought was really
How's
great
it
for the
going?
player
How's the
from
family
a science
doing?
perspective.
We're all about
Have
letting
you
people
opened up
play
your
the
own
game
shop
they
yet?
like. There's some players who prefer to be immersed in a first-person view, taking in all of the details. But there are others who really prefer to take the world in from a third-person perspective. Why not allow both? Well, now you can swap between the two, letting you enjoy the experience in whatever way you like. One of the things I really like about having the third-person mode
This is
is
what really
being
happened to
able
them?
see
Do you
all
know
the
what
fun
happened?
and unique armors and
Nah,
armor
he's going back and
combinations
forth,
weapons that you
man.
can equip your player with. All of the
Apparently,
actions that you get to do in first person, so you're double jumping around, you get to see your character in that way.
It's politics,
You
man.
get to take in the world and see things in a different light.
The Outer Worlds
Politics,
2 is really the
greed,
biggest game we've ever made. Bigger
corruption.
choices, more reactivity, more weapons, more things to find in each of the worlds the players can visit. The team has done incredible work bringing the Outer Worlds 2 to life. And we can't wait for you to play it.
and
Even
a
though
whole
people have
bunch
been on
more.
Project Studio, this is going to be the first time we've ever released 3 games in 1 year. It feels amazing to do. We're so excited for more people to be playing our games. It is truly an exciting time here at Obsidian. We're exploring worlds big and small while expanding on franchises that we've created, and we have no plans to slow down. We hope you all continue to come along with us as we do what we do best, make your worlds your way.
to play the first one first. And then come here.
With the Outer Worlds 2, we're all about the best place to play, which is also the promise of Xbox. You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it may be hard to play it when you're staring at all these beautiful holes. Let's cut that. You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox. Oh yeah, now that's Microsoft. Or you can take a phone call on this Xbox, then play the Outer Worlds 2 right after. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Hello? What am I doing? I'm playing the Outer Worlds. Hello? Yeah, this is Mark. I didn't know I had jury duty today. You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it takes 2 people to lug around safely. We're gonna go up to my apartment, okay? And this is an Xbox you actually wear that also plays the Outer Worlds 2. What do you think, Claire?
This is amazing.
Are you playing?
I think so.
Fantastic. So now this is actually not an Xbox, so you cannot play the Outer Worlds 2 on it. Can't play anything on this. I guess Bread. You ever play Bread where you take it out of one slot, put it in the other? I don't have friends. If you pre-order the premium edition now, you'll get early access, which is like a prequel to the sequel, or is launch the sequel to the pre-order, or like, why are any of us alive at any time? It doesn't matter. Either way, my job here is done. It's time for the Grounded 2 portion of the Direct, which is sort of like the sequel to the Outer Worlds 2 portion of the Direct, which I absolutely just hit a home run with. You know, it's really nice to see my influence go on to other games. Take it away, team. And big exit.
We're so proud of Grounded. What started as a small passion project to make a quirky game where you're shrunk down to the size of an ant, trying to survive in a backyard, grew into something way bigger than we ever imagined. Over 25 million of you jumped in, explored, built, crafted, and fought off giant bugs together. Y'all helped make the entire experience very special to us. The team's been cooking up a ton for Grounded 2, and we're so excited to talk about it. I had to grease some palms to steal a bit of time from the Direct to give you a deeper look. There were so many possibilities and ideas that didn't make it into the first game, so with the sequel, we have the chance to dream bigger. To achieve those dreams, we partnered with the amazing folks at Eidos Montreal. Together, we're taking Grounded from the backyard to an even larger world, the Brook Hollow Community Park.
When we started working on Grounded 2, we knew that we wanted to make a bigger world. Fortunately for us, Eidos Montreal became our main partner on developing Grounded 2. They have a lot of similarities to the sorts of things that are important to us at Obsidian.
You emailed
They tend
my
to make
wife?
very narratively strong games. They make games with really deep characters and great character
How did you
progression.
do
They
that?
make games with great gameplay.
Everyone at Eidos Montreal is thrilled and honored to be working with Obsidian Entertainment. Our two studios share
And if you did, she doesn't reply to anyone she doesn't recognize.
Choice and
She don't do that.
player communities, and doing justice to great IPs and great franchises. The fact that we're the first partners that they're working with to make a sequel to their franchise feels like we're an important part of their history.
The events of Grounded 2 take
I haven't
place 2
heard
years after the
from
first game. The same
I haven't
four
heard from
teenagers
D
are
Nice in a
returning.
while.
So there's
I've heard from
Hoops,
Devon. I think he was in the last stream. He just stopped by for the state of
couple years
play.
older, which means they've gone through a bit more high school, a bit more mature. It's 1992. The world's a little bit different.
I mean, we'll see how
Still in
things
that
go.
fun, nostalgic era
I'll get
of
back
the
into
early
this.
1990s. In Grounded 2, we're moving the action out of the
And
backyard
we'll just
and into the Brook Hollow Community Park.
we'll
Not only is it bigger,
chit chat
it
it up
allows
from
us
there.
to tell a lot more stories and expand the world of Grounded by exploring what the community of Brook Hollow has been up to and what they've been through.
The park overall is about 3 times the size of the backyard, and our initial starting area is actually the same size as the entire backyard from the first Grounded. The reason we wanted to move into a park wasn't just to create a bigger world, but was to give us the opportunity to explore the community of Brook Hollow and what secrets have they been hiding.
What we love and what we're excited about in terms of the park is the opportunity to create environments and landmarks that are mundane at normal size, but are colossal wonders when you're the size of an ant. Everything from a giant trash can to a community picnic table or a snack bar. All of these areas come to life in a brand new way.
Part of the fun in Grounded 2 is that the park was evacuated really quickly right before our teens were shrunk. And that means that the park has been sort of turned upside down and is in a topsy-turvy state. And that leads to really fun environmental storytelling, but it also leads into the creation of amazing biomes for our characters to explore. One of my favorite examples of this is the ice cream cart. In all the commotion, the ice cream vendor's cart has been knocked over and its contents have spilled out into the ground. And what this means for our young adventurers is that they'll be able to explore this frozen cave of interesting challenges and colorful Lovecraftian horror.
We have one anthill that's actually somebody decided to bury a bunch of toxic stuff in the park, and so there's all these toxic chemicals underground. The environment looks very cool and very spooky with all of these sort of chemical pools, and of course nothing can live down there except for one type of insect, the cockroach. We are oftentimes reinventing environments, and in future updates you're going to see a ton of new stuff. You do a lot of fighting against insects of all shapes and sizes. We didn't just want it to look better, we also knew we wanted to add a new layer of strategy. The changes that we've made aren't limited to tuning animations or adjusting attack or defense numbers or making characters or insects move faster or slower. But we did all that too, but there's also an entire sort of rock, paper, scissors strategy involving light attacks, heavy attacks, and blocking. We've also added dashing as a new way to both get out of danger quickly or jump in for a quick attack. And almost all the insects in the game will have these abilities now too. Sort of like a chess match, but one that's super frenetic, looks super cool,
Says I think
and is ultimately just a ton of fun.
because on the podcast recently, it
We're
was
leaning into clear playstyles for tanky warriors, low defense, high damage rogues, effect wielding mages, and ranged hunters. In the first Grounded, we have mutations, and there were weapons and armors that favored different playstyles. In Grounded 2, not only will there be passive mutations, but there will also be active mutations. And a lot of those mutations support these archetypes.
My favorite way to play pretty much any game is chasing after those game-breaking builds. And that's why I'm so excited for what we're doing with archetypes in Grounded 2. I'm all in on the rogue. Now, you can even dual-wield daggers. I've been dialing in this glass cannon build that stacks ambush, assassin, and cardiofan mutations with the Wolfbane daggers and the Wolf Spider armor. It lets me open up combat with massive backstab damage that also inflicts venom. Then, I can use the extra stamina to reposition and try to dodge, rinse, and repeat. It's high risk, high reward, and absolute chaos in all the best way. I'm looking forward to seeing what wild combos the community comes up with and what they inevitably break once they get their hands on the archetype system. It's going to be awesome watching it evolve with player feedback and watching us try to keep up with all of your game-breaking builds.
One of the great things about Grounded is the variety of players it attracts, from builders to crafters and everything in between. If you've ever watched me on Casually Grounded Livestream, you'd know that I'm neither. I am a murderer of insects. Personally, I prefer the term harvester. I love going out, hitting things,
I haven't
and
heard
bringing
from
the
Loco.
materials like insect body parts.
I haven't
back to my
heard
friends'
from
This way, we keep progressing and playing together.
a lot of the guys since I stepped away from
We're also trying to make sure that
doing
armor and
this.
equipment are easily understood by
But
the
I hope
player,
everyone is
especially
doing
when they're
well.
playing co-op with their friends.
I'm not sure if they're still subscribed to the
Really
channel.
important for us to deliver on all of that
I
for the
did
bigger space
hear-
and experience, because that was the only way we could truly support the feature the community
did
has been
reach out
asking for
to-
since the very first Grounded release.
Man, I forgot my guy's name.
Mounts.
But apparently he
Our
platinum
mounts, we call them buggies.
Assassin's
have an
Creed
entire suite of
Shadows
moves
in a
and
short
have
amount of
their own
time,
special abilities and attacks.
which was odd. But you know, I
We
reached
wanted
out
the
to him
buggies
to
be an
congratulate
extension
him.
of the player in every way possible, and that meant making sure that buggies had unique and valuable abilities.
But I really
across
haven't heard
all
from
the core
any.
pillars of Grounded. So that doesn't just mean exploration and travel.
And besides, I don't have
That
any
has
social
built
media
implications
right
for
now,
combat,
so
crafting and building as well. Just like how we wanted to expand on player playstyles throughout the game, we're going to make sure that every buggy that we add has its own personality.
The Red Ant Soldier can enlist up to 2 Red Ant workers to follow you around and help you out. If you get into combat and you don't want to fight while you're saddled on your buggy, you can jump off and they'll fight right alongside you and provide support. The Orb Weaver buggies are a little less useful when it comes to general utility, like building a base or harvesting, but they're awesome when it comes to combat. Sure, their defenses aren't super strong, but they're heavy hitters. They're also super fast, and they have some great special abilities, like a scream that allows them to stun lesser-powered insects, and the ability to shoot webs and entangle other creatures. So the Orb Weavers won't be your base-building buggy. You should use the Red Ant Soldier for that. But they're super fun for exploration and combat. Red Ant Soldiers and Orb Weaver Spiders will be available at Game Preview launch. There will be others in the future, but those are the 2 we're starting with. The connection that our Grounded community has with us is something we want to keep forging with the sequel as we make an even bigger game than the original.
Pretty much from day one, we knew we wanted to return to Game Preview for Grounded 2. Sure, it comes with some trade-offs, like the game's not done and it's out to the world, but there's so much value in building it alongside the community. Buggies change how you traverse and navigate the park. What we're doing with Grounded 2 is we're actually keeping zip lines held back so we can see how players engage with buggies, and then we can tweak zip lines to bring them back over time to really complement that buggy experience and make exploring the park far more fun. That kind of feedback loop helped shape the original Grounded, and we wanted to shape the design for Brook Hollow Park, archetypes, buggies, all of it. We also learned a lot from that first time around. One thing that stood out immediately, players blaze through the content, especially the story. That makes sense. Story, characters,
You know what? I don't even
world
remember
building,
last year.
It's kind of Obsidian's thing. It's the flavor we bring to the survival.
But this was a
genre.
pretty good
So
solid
this
show.
time, we're starting with a much bigger baseline.
There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will.
One of our favorite parts of the first game was watching the community uncover clues and spin up theories. This time around, we're leaning even more into that, and we'll be keeping a close eye on what our players discover and how they interpret it. Because you never know what might inspire us as development moves forward.
We really started to hit our groove at the end of Grounded 1. We found that being open about what we were planning and then following through was key to building trust with the community. As a small team, we had to experiment with update pacing and scope, and what we found resonated the most with all of you were bigger, beefier updates, even if it took us a little longer to land. So that's the plan. Larger, more complete updates spaced out just enough so we can take your feedback seriously and make every drop count. You can expect in our big updates new buggies, new biomes, new building pieces, all the good stuff. And we're launching.
What do you think about that new Xbox handheld?
What to be excited about in the future.
All of us at
Did you see
Obsidian
that?
Entertainment and
Are you gonna get one?
are super excited about how close
You're gonna
we
need
are to
Starlink
letting all of you
2.0
players
to play it.
Shrunk a second time and explore the all-new park on buggies in Grounded 2. If you're a returning Grounded player, we're really looking forward to you experiencing all the improvements. If this is your first time getting Tiny, then all I can tell you is that a world with an entirely new perspective and an entirely new feel awaits you in Brook Hollow Park. It's time to ride together and survive together.
been expecting you.
This is where it starts. We can change the world as we know it.
Can you handle that? Let's do this.
I'm in.
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
Here's to playing in the mud. And when we need their help, they send us a hero.
Here we go.
Please, follow me. Well, hello there. It looks like you're about to do some renovations.
Keep your filthy pickers off me! You think I care?
This is gonna be awesome.
Mayday! Mayday! Code 1 to mission control, we're falling!
Had enough yet? Form up! It's game time, baby!
All right, so that was a pretty decent show. Solid 9 out of 10. A lot of games, a lot of world premieres, a lot of updates. Looking forward to playing some of these games. Majority of them on the PlayStation 5 anyway. Not the Xbox as much. I'm pretty sure Sony's going to respond. I'm pretty sure they're gearing up right now. Like, okay, so we saw their hand. Now let's get ready to show ours. So because they have a lot to talk about, or they should have a lot to talk about, because they've been very, very quiet for quite some time, and it's time to speak up. You know, man, good show again, and man, well, that will do it for today. And PE, it's good to see you again, man. Again, I'm gonna try. I don't know, to get down here and do more, but you know how it is. I can get missing real quick. But hope you guys are still gaming. I don't think the Thinker plays Xbox anyway, so he's up on a PlayStation right now, and he's working on Indiana Jones, I think. Still, I am working on Assassin's Creed Shadows. Right now, I am on the campaign line, so I'm just want to finish this game up so I can jump into Indiana Jones and get that game finished. And then there's I forgot, Midnight. Is it Midnight? I forgot what it's called, but it's the game that's on the Xbox. I want to play that game and dust off the Xbox, play it up on the big screen though. The movie screen, the movie screen. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But other than that, that is all we have for today. Unless I come back down here later today and just do some reactions to something. But I do want to talk about AI technology, the Thinker. So whenever you want, whenever you have some time, I know you're a busy guy, you got a lot going on. Thinker, if Starlink 2.0 is up and running, hopefully you need to reach out to Elon and find out what's going on with him. There's a lot going on with these two, but at the same time, you can find everything out on Twitter or x.com. So if you need to know what's up, or if you need to reach out to them and have a conversation with them, do what you need to do, man, because I know Trump's your boy. Elon is hooking you up with satellite and links and stuff like that. So do what you got to do. And also reach out to Phil Spencer too. It looks like he's done lost a lot of weight, man. Make sure his health is good. Cool. All right. Well, you guys take care. I'm gonna go grab me something to eat. I'm just gonna leave this on. I'll probably come back down here and do some reactions or something. But we'll see. You guys take care of yourselves, man. I'll see you in a little bit. A little bit could be next week or whatever. Peace out.